We are a couple weeks from the Michael movie releasing in theaters, and this is a part two to a video that I dropped, sort of chronicling and detailing the differences between Michael Jackson and Jaafar Jackson's portrayal of Michael Jackson in this film. So, yeah, if you are interested in seeing part one, I think it's a good video. Go back and check that one out. But I was able to find another video that deals with sort of the scene for scene, screen for screen, note for note, dance beat for dance beat translation of Michael's material into this Michael movie. So, yeah, I am interested to watch and react to this, and I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below.
Hello there! So while watching
Hello
Antoine
there.
Fuqua's Michael biopic, it's always fascinating to compare the real footage of Michael Jackson.
Now, one thing that I talked about in that video as well as this one, as I'll discuss right now, is that Michael's life is something that we've seen so much of, and we are able to sort of, in our minds, we might not be able to physically act it out the same way, but we know what Michael's dance moves look like. We know what his videos look like. We know what his stage performances look like. We know so many of the major plot points and beats in his life that you can't come across as unauthentic and presenting those beats and those points in this film. If you run the risk of doing that, you run the risk of people being drawn out of the sort of the element that the movie is trying to produce. Sometimes you get movies like this and they try to make sort of do like a different take on some of the notes that we know. That's like if they had a sort of a different take on Thriller. So it was Thriller and you knew it was Thriller, but the dance choreography was different, the setting was different, maybe some of the song was different. I think that does not come across as well as when you go beat for beat with something that we know so well. It's why I think the Disney movie remakes, like the Aladdin remake or the Little Mermaid remake or this upcoming Moana remake, why those movies I don't think will they might be successful monetarily, but as far as fan opinion goes, they're never as good as those original films. And I think that's because when we go into it, when you hear Part of Your World, you expect it to be the exact thing that you expect it to sound the same way. And I don't think that it's a bad thing that it comes across or that you want it to be that way. I think that something like this with this Michael movie, that we want it to be beat for beat, we want it to be exactly as we remember. So they need to be able to be authentic and reproduce that in a nature that's going to make us forget that this is Jaafar and not Michael. I think that's the ultimate goal. I think that's the ultimate compliment, is that if we get into this and we forget that it's Jaafar, and we realize that we realize at certain points that, oh, it is Jaafar and it's not Michael. I can think of a time where I was younger and went to Las Vegas and I saw a Michael Jackson impersonator and I saw a Prince impersonator. There was a Madonna impersonator and Elvis one, and they all had like a show. And the Prince impersonator specifically was amazing. Like, it was just like you forgot that this was not the actual Prince. And we were in the crowd just singing the songs, and like you just forget. And I think that that's the ultimate compliment for someone who is reproducing someone's art, is that you forget that that person isn't that person. So I think that's what we all sort of hope for in this movie.
With how Jaafar Jackson recreates it on screen, side by side. Especially the iconic moments like Billie Jean at Motown 25-2 special, the Beat It and Thriller music videos, and live performances from the Victory Tour.
Yeah, it's got to be exactly what we remember. And I mean, it's Michael's fault. He did something great, and he got everybody to watch it hundreds of times over, and we all know it. So if they come with something other than that, or if it's not exactly what we remember, it's not gonna be a good look. But from everything that I've seen, like, it's uncanny how good it is as far as a recreation of the moments that we know.
The Bad Tour, the 1984 Grammys, the Pepsi commercial, press conferences, and other memorable moments. Now take a closer look. Jaafar Jackson compared side by side with Michael Jackson's iconic performance of Billie Jean at Motown 25, one of the best performances of all time.
Now this is he did, whoever did this did a great job of splicing this material together. This is from SBN Entertainment, so big shout out to them. But yeah, did a great job of splicing these like actual moments with only the things that we've seen so far in the trailer. This is really well done.
As you can see, every movement, the spins,
Yep.
the moonwalk,
Yep.
even the smallest
Look at
head
that,
turns or
man.
flick of the hand was carefully choreographed and recreated to match
And look at this, man. Like this is great. Like this gives me the tingles just to know that this is so well done and so well crafted.
Michael as closely as possible. This became one of the most challenging scenes in the film, with immense pressure on Jaafar, because fans and critics would analyze every single move. Then, beat it! Jaafar explains that after months of intense dance training, the moves started to feel.
Yeah, one of the interesting things that I learned while covering this film is that they did all of the dance sequences at the beginning of filming, and then after they completed all of those, they went back and did all the other stuff. So I think that it's because in a movie like this, the choreography is so important that you don't want to have to go back and forth from doing the choreography and then, you know, doing the emotional bits of acting. And yeah, I think it'd be difficult to go back and forth. So it does make sense to do it that way, and that they did all the dancing first, so he was able to devote all of his time and focus on the dancing parts and getting that part done. Then they worked on all of the actual acting parts that you had to that you had to do. So yeah, makes sense, and it's something that I didn't think about until they brought it up, and I'm like, yeah, that does make sense to do things that way.
Feel natural, not just learned or memorized. That's why performing the routine became easier than at the beginning. Even so, it was still a major challenge. Of course, Thriller, the most successful music video of all time. This time, same location, same.
Even the lip bite and stuff, like just the facial expressions, to see that he nailed those as well. Like, let me rewind that. Especially for Thriller, man.
Thriller,
like it's
the most successful music video of all time. This time, same location.
like just the little lip, like that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's something that someone had to say, like, no, you can't just do the dance. You have to do it the exact way that he did it. So yeah, I don't know how much of this stuff we're gonna get in the film. Like, I want to know how they weave these sort of iconic moments into the film. Like, oh my god, I'm just excited for this, man.
Same red jacket design, same eerie atmosphere, same legendary zombie dance. It might not match the original perfectly, but still pretty good. And honestly, the OG makeup is a bit scarier than this one. And now, live concerts. Bad Tour, Wembley, 1988. Jaafar Jackson's imitation of his uncle, Michael Jackson, is genuinely impressive. You can see how much work went into it. It looks incredibly convincing. Of course, there's small.
Yeah, no, he's nailing it, man. He's nailing it. And like I said, this is, I guess this performance at Wembley took place in 1988. So yeah, my guess would be that they're going to end things around this point and maybe get into the very early 90s. I don't know exactly when the Bad album released, but I think that they're going to end things before you get to that point. And then we'll pick that up with the second movie, hopefully, when it comes out.
Details you could nitpick, but the movements, the moonwalk, the arm swings, the head turns, everything feels authentic. At times, it's like watching a real Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the movie's going to end at this point. Like we're watching the end of the first film, I think, with this
concert. While the film doesn't always replicate Michael's outfits exactly, the movements are portrayed with impressive authenticity. And the scale of the film is something special. Jaafar even admitted that stepping onto those massive sets felt like going back in time, like you could actually feel that energy. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. Please.
Man, yeah, good video. I really enjoy stuff like this that compares what we've seen in his in Michael's life to what we have seen as far as the trailers for the movie goes, and the footage that we've seen that's been released already. It just gets me more and more excited. We're a few weeks away. please go and check out all the other videos. Like I said before, we're probably up to close to 20 videos at this point in time that we've done for and covered this Michael movie. Also on the channel, we have trailer reactions to movie and TV show trailers. We do live stream watch parties multiple times a week for your favorite shows. So if you would be honored enough to give me a subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. You can be number 1,247, which would be great. So yeah, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop those comments, and just know that Watch Stuff with Us will be in the mix in 2026, especially for the Michael movie that is coming out in a few weeks. My name is JD, and I will see you when I see you. Peace and love.